hours ago, Yvonne was tagged in an Instagram story. And Yvonne shared that Instagram story on her own Instagram stories. And now it has turned into Oya. Another woman has come out suggesting that Sarkodie impregnated her in 2016. And Sarkodie blocked her. And she had to go and abort it. Now Tracy Sarkcess. Some few hours later, Tracy Sarkcess has also posted something on her Instagram story. And now the whole thing has come to what? Oja. Missy, it's going to be a long week. I'm the Headless YouTuber, this is Headless Reactions. Now, this is the post that Yvonne shared. That is something that somebody has tagged Yvonne. This is what the person wrote. This person is Mrs. __ Adels. Mrs. __ Adels. And she said, I wouldn't have said anything if you had just kept quiet, Mr. Self-acclaimed best rapper. I usually mind my business, but I despise in general people that refuse to take responsibility and accountability for their actions. Do you remember in 2016 when you sent one of your boys to take the contact info of a chocolate-looking lady whose name starts with an F and ends with A at Rockstone's office now called Django Bar? The name starts with an F, ends with an A. Anyway, they are funny. You got in touch with her and you had unprotected sex with her that resulted in pregnancy. You blocked her on all social media platforms. All efforts to reach out to you was in vain, and she didn't want the drama of contacting bloggers to tarnish your image. She got rid of the baby and moved on, but the truth is, she still carries the guilt, even though she's married now with kids. Or you do not remember because the victims are many, but you can forget the location though. I pray you become matured enough to take responsibility and accountability for your actions in the future. Some of us know you or know who you are. You can't fool the world. Hashtag maturity. Hashtag the truth shall set you free. And she tagged Yvonne Nelson, Nkokonsa, Zion Felix. And she wrote, you are just fortunate I am not chasing clouds. I would have recorded the video instead and I'm sure you would remember my face. Irresponsible boy. Now this is what the Mrs. Adels came to post. After that, people were moving to her in her DM, insulting her and all that. Because you can't come and post such a vague thing without proper evidence and expect people to take you serious. Because this thing you have posted, anybody can post it. First of all, she didn't name drop Sarkodie specifically, but we all know she's talking about Sarkodie because of the kind of situation and the kind of people she tagged. Secondly, her account, we'll get into her account, the way she has hidden her identity. Don't worry. Now she posted again, she said to those in my DM with insults, clearly you are ignorant. You really don't know who people are, so don't be fooled by social media. Some human beings are just horrible, SMH. We all make blunders in life, but we own it and take responsibility and accountability for it. You don't hide under the stupid saying, in quotes, nobody is saint, to refuse responsibility and accountabilities. I keep using these two words because it is very essential in our daily lives. It makes life easier for everyone, and the world would have been a better place if we all take responsibility and accountability for our actions. Now, this is what the Mrs. Adels came to post. Now, while she was posting this, the Alatai was digging to find out who this Mrs. Adels is. Because this Mrs. Adels, if you go to her page, you can see that she has written on her profile that she's a wife, mother, and a project manager by profession. The truth shall set you free. And she has deleted everything on her page, including her profile picture. It's only left with one post. And this is a post from a post of Ebony. And this is from 229 weeks ago. And that's the only post on her page. She is following 52 people and she has 1,363 followers as at the time the screenshot was taken. Now, if you check this account now, this account was created on May 2018. That was when the Mrs. Adele's account was created. And if you check the former usernames, you can see that they've written that Mrs. Adele has changed her username 2 times, including once in the past 90 days. Now, I think the past 90 days, no, it could be even yesterday or today, that she changed it right before she made the posts. She deleted everything and changed the handle, and then she started making the posts. Whether they are true or not, no, nobody knows, but you can't just come and throw vague accusations in the air and expect people to believe or take you serious. If you want to talk about the thing, bring receipts. Look at the video's issue. They are bringing receipts of their chat with the video. They are bringing receipts. Some of them were at the same venue with the video. Chats of the video saying, I want to see you. Chats of the video's family members trying to cover up the pregnancy. That is the kind of proof we need. You can't just come and say this and expect people to take you serious. Now, this Mrs. Adele, if you go to her following, the number of people she's following, you will see Adele's Perfumery, which is like her company. Now, if you enter the Adele's Perfumery, it's a new account that was created recently, very, very recent. And the Adele's Perfumery is also following 2 accounts, which is the Mrs. Adele's and official no shit poop spray. Now, if you enter the official no poop, we are entering accounts. We are entering accounts to figure out who this person is and why this person has come to post this thing at this time. Now, if you enter this official no poop, official no shit poop spray account, this account is also following 2 people. And if you check, the 2 people are Adele's Perfumery and Mrs. Adele's. So that means these 3 accounts are linked. This Mrs. Adele's Perfumery, and No Shit Poop Spray, they are linked. Now, this particular No Shit Poop Spray, if you check their contacts in their, the WhatsApp contacts, it is actually a Nigerian number, +234, and that is Adele's Beauty Products, their official number. So that shows that whoever posted this, it's in Nigeria. Whoever posted this, the Mrs. Adele, she's not in Ghana, she's in Nigeria. She could be a Nigerian living in Nigeria or a Ghanaian currently living in Nigeria. We are digging. Keep watching to the end of the video. More things to come. Now, this Mrs. Adele came to post again. And this time, people are insulting her in her DM. She came to post again, and this screenshot was taken 7 minutes after she posted the thing. That time, Alatai was already digging. That time, we've already figured out that this lady is in Nigeria. Now, she came to post 7 minutes. This screenshot was taken. She said, "Y'all better save your 1 CD internet bundle because I delete messages straight away without opening it. LOL. I have kids and a husband to take care of. Besides, most of you ain't even close to my level. You are so dumb to think your insult will get to someone like me that owns a house, drives a V8 Mercedes-Benz GL450, 2018 Lincoln Aviator, which is a V8 too, and an MDX Acura. Now, madam, why are you telling us the kind of cars and properties you have? Who are you trying to impress? Who are you? At this point, who are you trying to impress or flex? You came to share a very vague story that is pointing fingers at somebody for doing something without any proper proof. In a time that these things, there are rumors circulating and there's Oja. And now people are moving to you in your DM. And you're telling us the cars you drive and you have a husband. Didn't you know you have a husband and all these cars before you started posting these things? Yeah, Twasso. Now she said coming into my DM because of saying the truth? How do we know it's the truth? How do we know it's the truth? And also, how do we know it's a lie? Yanko, coming into my DM because of saying the truth, and I don't even know you guys. LOL, we also don't know you. Yanko, the person himself is quiet because he knows what I'm talking about. Or probably the person is quiet because the person has not even seen this thing. Because Sarkodie is currently somewhere in Amsterdam. And there's a video of him and J-Bad in a studio recording a song and smoking cigarettes. And that one has also turned into smoking tobacco. It has turned into debate. He pulled up with a white Range Rover. This is what she's saying. He pulled up with a white Range Rover on that day. LOL. You are all poverty-stricken, hungry individuals sending me messages that I don't even open. And let me remind you that my account isn't a ghost account. I had more than 1,000 followers before y'all trooped into my page. I just deleted everything because I am a wise woman that needs to protect my family and my career. Besides, I don't live in Ghana at the moment, so you guys should remain in Ghana and fool yourselves. I said that this woman is in Nigeria. Secondly, you are deleting everything to protect your image. But you have come to put out a very vague accusation, so that whose image will be tarnished, so that whose family will be affected. I'm not saying what she's saying is a lie. At the same time, I'm not saying what she's saying is true. But if you will put such a thing out, make sure you come out with evidence, or you don't come out at all. That is it. Now this one too, she tagged Yvonne Nelson. The fact that she's tagging Yvonne Nelson even shows that she's talking about Sarkodie or the entire. She tagged Yvonne Nelson and said, please permit me to link up with the lady in question. She will be very excited, please. So Miss Adels, or Mrs. Adels, you are trying to say that the person you are talking about is not you. It's another person. Is that what you are trying to say? Because we read the first message. Are you sure it's not you? Hey, are you sure it's not you? Now this Mrs. Adels, she deleted a lot of things from her Instagram, but you cannot delete tags. So if you go into her tags, she doesn't have any posts. But if you go into her tags, you can see that people have tagged her in posts that date back as far back as 2018. And most of them are movie related. Sometimes Kofi Ajololo on set, and then they'll tag her. Some of them some movies, and then they'll tag her. They are on set, production, and then they'll tag her. So that means this Mrs. Adele's person is also in the movie fraternity. So now people are raising concerns. That is it that Yvonne Nelson has gone to call her friend to cook up a story? Or is it that this lady is trying to push this narrative because she is in the same fraternity with Yvonne Nelson? Or is it that she's telling the truth and she just happens to coincidentally be in the movie fraternity? Now, if you check some of the pictures that she was tagged in, some of them, it was only 5 people that were tagged. And all the 5 people are Nigerians. She is also tagged. So if somebody posted a picture from 2018 and tagged 5 people, and 4 people are Nigerians, and you were also tagged Mrs. Adels, and we are saying that your WhatsApp number is a Nigerian number, and you've also said that you don't live in Ghana at the moment. Oh, she's a Nigerian. Oh, clap for Alatia. Alatia is doing the Lord's work. Alatia is doing the Lord's work. Now, this Mrs. Adels has tried her best to shield herself from public, but Alatia is still digging. And no matter what, we will find you, because we also know how to hide. We also know how to hide. Over 2 years of hiding, we know how to hide. So Mrs. Adele say, oh, they are trained. Now, with these things that is going on and people are talking about this Mrs. Adele and how authentic is this accusation that she has come to post now. This lady is still posting Instagram stories, trying to prove her point that all the people in her DM are poverty-stricken people, and she's showing her house. This is the mansion that she lives in, and she's showing her car. That this is my car, this is my husband's car. Watch this video. She's not chasing clout, but at the same time she wants to prove to internet people that she is rich. At the same time she wants to prove to internet people in her DM that she is rich. Now let me know your take on this whole thing. Do you think it really makes sense for her to type what she typed without any proper proof and expecting us to believe her? Only time will tell whether it's the truth or it's a lie. But for now, anybody in this world can type any story they want. If you know that this is legit, bring proof. And if you're not ready to bring the proof, and you're not ready to come out, then don't even hide behind the curtains and tweet and share your story. Because sharing your story without coming out, you are not doing anything. So now Tracy Sarkcess came to post something on her Instagram story about 2 or 3 hours after Yvonne shared a Mrs. Adele story on her Instagram. Tracy Sarkcess came to post a Bible verse, Proverbs chapter 19 verse 5. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 5. Now if you open your Bible and you go to Proverbs chapter 19 verse 5 now, it says that a false witness will not go unpunished. Oja. A false witness will not go unpunished. And whoever pours out lies will not go free. Now you can read it in King James Version, you can read it in any version you want. But the fundamentals is that if you bear false witness, you will not go unpunished. And if you spill out lies, you will not go free. So is this in relation to whoever Mrs. Adele is and what Mrs. Adele is saying? Because this is a very, very timely post by Tracy Sarkcess. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 5. Now with something like this, Yvonne also knows the Bible game. So it's like Tracy Sarkcess and Yvonne are playing the Bible game. Because Yvonne went to her mother, confronted her mother with Bible verses. Now, Tracy Sarkcess has also quoted Bible verses. It is Siano, Asafomame, Ghana Yedo, Ghana Yeshi. So now share your views in the comment section. What do you think about all this? What do you think about all this? Just share your views in the comment section. Express yourself. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notification. Tell somebody about Headless. And I don't know. Yeah,